Hey, shalom, shalom. Want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to apostles and elders, and much respect to you brothers out there that's preaching this word in truth and sincerity, and your brothers and sisters that's out there listening and learning, and shalom to the elect. Feels a lot better out here today than it did last week. So far, at least, it's a lot warmer, I guess you could say. So, I'm bringing out this scripture. So this is 2 Timothy 4:2, the classic. So whether it's cold or hot, we supposed to be out here. So this is 2 Timothy 4:2. Preach the word, be instant, in season and out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. All right. So like I said, whether it's cold or hot, man, we supposed to be out here. Lord's will. This is the greatest job that you can ever have, man. If you in this truth, this is the greatest job that you can ever have. To be called to be a prophet, to be called to be a man of the Lord, this is the greatest job. All right. Because when you get saved up out of here, they're going to have them stories about you. All right. Lord's will, you endure to the end. And, a lot of his men is going to get that spiritual power. When all hell breaks loose, a lot of his men is going to get that spiritual power. It's going to be beautiful, man. All right. So this is the greatest thing on earth, to be called to be a prophet, to go out here and preach this word and do it in truth and sincerity. All right. So, thank you, how about sending me outside every day, every week, every moment that you can, thank him for waking you up to this truth. All right. Because let me get 2 Timothy 1:7. All right. So this is 2 Timothy 1:7. For Yahweh have not given us a spirit of fear, but a power of love and of sound mind. All right. So, you coming into this thing, as I noticed with myself, all right, I'm still a baby compared to all the other brothers out that's been out here preaching this word. I'm definitely still a baby out here in this thing, but I got to come out here with great boldness, all right? Got to come out here with great boldness and preach this word. Like I said, you got to thank Yahweh Shem outside for choosing you to be of the wise, to go out here and preach this word. Like I said, me being in the city, brothers ain't doing this work like they should, all right? Preaching in season and out of season, all right? Waking our people up. The Lord said for his servants to go out here and preach this word, all right? So when he sent you out here to go out here and preach this word, we understand that Yahweh Shem outside got our back. All right, like I said, this is the greatest job ever, man. We coming out here prophesying boldly against our enemies, against the 2/3, and waking our people up to righteousness. So it's a beautiful thing, man, to be chosen, to be called into this ministry. All right. So let's get that Luke 14:23. All right, so this is Luke 14:23. And the Lord said unto the servants, go into the highways and hedges and compel them to come into my house, that it may be filled. So that's what the Lord called you to do, man. Like, you think about it, it really ain't that hard, man. Just come out here, get your camera. All right, you got your scriptures lined up. All right. You got to come out here, study. Also make sure that you study. Blessed is he that readeth. All right. We can get that too, Lord's will. Let me get that real quick. Revelation 1:3. All right, so this is Revelation 1:3. Blessed is he that readeth and that hear the words of this prophecy and keep those things which are written therein, for a time is at hand. All right, blessed is he that readeth. And you reading is not just coming in that Christianity spirit, thinking that God loves everybody. You reading is coming in here with all knowledge and understanding that this Bible is only for the Israelites, and that you got to come out here and preach this word in truth and sincerity and with great boldness, all right? And great boldness, all right? Because the Lord set up his men, all right? He set up order. Got your elders, all right? The elders and apostles, and you got your men under them and your men under them. Like I said, I'm a baby in this thing, man. You know, I'm not going to exhort myself as, you know, I'm wiser than the elders. Hell no, man. You know, the Lord woke me up when the Lord chose to wake me up, all right? And I was actually thinking earlier today, I was like, man, I was in gross darkness before I came into this thing, man. It's super gross darkness, man. You know, you look at some of your pictures from the past, it just brings back memories. You know, at the time when you was eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You know, I used to eat shrimp a lot, crab, you know, all that stuff, man. But you know, Lord calls you out of that. All right. Let me get Jeremiah 17:4. All right, so this is Jeremiah 17:4. And thou, even thyself. You know, this is Yahweh talking to Jeremiah himself. All right. It says, thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. So he's like, man, even yourself, man. Even yourself before you wake up. Hey, what's good, brother? You know you're Israelite?
I know of some.
Yeah, you know you're Israelite. People went through slavery because we broke the law, statutes, and commandments.
Yeah, excuse me for a minute, though, please. Do you have a light?
Nah, man. No. I ain't got one.
Shoes good?
Yeah, they all right. You know, get me through the day.
All right. This is Bula for her. Represent.
All right, man. All right, gotta keep these commandments, bro. All right, where was I? All right, you know, let me get that scripture. But yeah, that's why all people went into slavery, man. For not keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right. Since we didn't keep the commandments, you know, he put us in slavery. He put all the curses upon us. All right. He, you know, that's why our people's in this destroyed state. All right. You know, the guys over there that just came over here, he's pretty much the dry bones. You know, dry bones walking around. You know, let him know that he's an Israelite. You know, the word says, we get that in Revelation. He that is unjust, let him be unjust. 22, Revelation 22:11. All right, so this is Revelation 22:11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. So, you know, told him he's an Israelite. All right, gotta keep these commandments, but you know, want to ask for a smoke. All right, we ain't got that, man. We ain't got that. All right, pass by, you know, whatever Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has in plan for that man, that's whatever, man. All right, so that's why, you know, he gave us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you know, how to judge these things. All right, if we perceive a brother that doesn't have the knowledge and wisdom to get this truth, you know, to hell with it, man. All right, we getting near to the end, man. All right, it says, he that is unjust, let him be unjust still. All right, so the Lord's only dealing with the elect, and whoever's he deems worthy to get this wisdom. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. So, you know, I know people, you know, I got family members, you know, friends, you know, try to give them this truth, and they like, to hell with it, man. All right. Like it's Hanukkah right now. Day, you know, where our forefathers beat these Edomites, man. And this is a day of celebration, all right? Where our forefathers beat these Edomites, but you know, our people so dead and lost, they don't even know about that, man. All right? Let me see. He that is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, are you righteous in this thing? You trying to stay committed to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua? Keep with it, man. I say this is the greatest thing on earth, to be called a prophet, to go out here and preach this word in truth and sincerity, man. It's a beautiful thing to wake up out of your dead state. Like I said, I was thinking earlier before I came to camp, I was like, man, the Lord woke us up out of this dead state, man. Like I said, it was eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, getting shape-ups, man, all kinds of wickedness, man. And even sins unto death. All right? Like I said, he woke us up out of... all right? He woke us up, man. And we got to thank you, how about Shimmy outside for that. All right? He that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still. So, all right, coming to this thing, keep the commandments to the best of your ability, and Lord's will, you endure to the end, and you get that righteous reward, that righteous payment. All right? Let's get verse 7. Actually, let's get 6. And he said unto me, these are the sayings of faithful and true, and Yahweh thy power, and the holy prophet sent an angel to show unto his servants things which must shortly be done. All right, so he showed us. All right, and that's why we coming out here in great boldness. All right, because we prophesying what's going to come. All right, everywhere around me is going to be burnt on fire, and ashes, be destroyed. People around here is going to go crazy. All right, it's going to get crazy as hell out here. All right, but his prophets, all right, they're going to stay true to this thing, man. All right, verse 7. Behold, I come quickly. Blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of this prophecy of this book. So blessed is you, that you have eyes to see, ears to hear these prophecies. You understand. You out here preaching in boldness, all right, in truth and sincerity. Blessed is you that you see these things, man. All right, and you keep these sayings in this book, man. I say going out here preaching this word. I said today it feels pretty good. Last week when I went out here preaching, it felt good, and then eventually, man, I just got all cold real quick, man. But like I said, the word says preach in season and out of season. All right. Let me see what else I want to get. Verse 12. That's what I should have read after verse 11. Behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according to his works shall be. So you going hard, you grinding in this thing, you preaching this word of truth and sincerity, trying to give our people unto righteousness. All right, you got your reward. You in this thing, best believe you getting a reward. All right, you endure to the end. All right, you don't endure to the end, you got the reward of that second death, man. That's that nuclear missile. All right, and I pray, Lord's will, that my brothers, my sisters that's in this thing, Lord's will, we endure to the end and get that righteous reward and see the kingdom, be the first fruits of the kingdom. All right. So let's get 1 Corinthians 15 and 58. I say this is one of my favorite scriptures. It's 1 Corinthians 15 and 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much ye know that your labor is not in vain. You coming out here, man, your labor is not in vain, all right? Your labor is not in vain, all right? You making these videos, the apostles, the elders told you at least 3 videos a week, at least. So you want to go up and beyond that, all right? Lord's will if you're able to. Lord's will if you are able to, all right? Because your work, all right? You're going out here preaching this word, doing this work, trying to reach the elect, all right? And telling even the 2/3 that they're going to be destroyed or keep these commandments, all right? You got a reward waiting for you. Your labor is not in vain, all right? So let's get another one of my favorite scriptures, as Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus 19 and 19. The knowledge of the commandments, all right, because he woke you up out of this dead state, man. We was dry bones, pursuant to Ezekiel 37. All right, we was dry bones, but now we raising up. All right, and it's a beautiful thing. You trying to keep the commandments to the best of your ability. You praying to Yahweh Shem Yahshua. You know the name of the Lord. All right, it's beautiful, man. All right, the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life. So these commandments give you life. All right, that's why you have a dietary law, man. All right, as it shows you pretty much what you should eat and what you shouldn't eat, man. All right, because like I said before I came into this truth, I was eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. That stuff catches up with you, man. You know, eventually it came to a point where I couldn't even eat shrimp and lobster anymore. Started getting all sick and stuff, man. And even when you eating that pork, you know, you do your research on it, man. All the stuff that be in your knees and stuff, man. You trying to be an athlete and jump, you know, before I came into this truth. You know, that's what I was doing, you know, still able to do it. But, you know, you try to stay healthy and you find out that, man, you know, that pork can mess up your knees too. All right? It's the Lord's will you endure to the end. All right? You endure to the end, and it's just a beautiful thing. You got to keep these commandments, man. It's life. All right? Let me see. I'm going to read it over again. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is doctrine of life. And they that do these things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. So, man, that's that reward, man. That's that reward. All right, to be called at this perfect, you know, the best job ever, man. You think about it, this is the best job ever. All right. You know why it's the best job ever, man? You know, for those who don't know, man, and even if you do know, man, I mean, you just think about it, man. When everything goes crazy, goes to shit, you know, you're not blindsided at it, all right? It might, you know, still catch you on surprise, but you're still not blindsided at it. Because you know everything that you read in this book and that you've been taught, that all this stuff got to come to pass before you get into your kingdom, man. All right? So we rising up, coming back into the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. We preaching this word in truth and sincerity and boldness, man. All right? So we can get that immortality, so we can get that kingdom. All right? I said, I've been working 11 hours like every day, man, 5-6 days a week. And man, I've been tired. I ain't gonna lie, I've been tired. I'm more on my feet on my job, but lately I've just been more mentally tired than I have been physically. I can take the job physically, but lately, you know, them hours, the long hours, man, it just gets to you, man. Got to drive there, try to get a parking space, got to fight with traffic, got to deal with people on the job, you know, who ain't got no knowledge, understanding, or wisdom, that want to talk about shoes all day. It just is like, to hell with it, man. So that's why we waiting for our kingdom, man. All right, that's why we waiting for our kingdom. Let me get Ecclesiastes 7:7. All right, so this is Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. All right, so you wise in this thing, man, you're gonna be mad. All right, because you see the condition of your people out here destroyed. All right, eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, not keeping the commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, committing sins unto death. All right, that should make you mad, man. You ain't got no army. All right, you ain't got no way to protect yourself. All right. And the Lord made it into a way where we definitely have to trust in the Lord, man. We definitely have to trust in the Lord in this thing, man. All right. I said, there ain't no other way we getting out of this thing but by the hands of the Lord. You know, I think about it, you know, when I'm driving, you know, I always say a prayer that I get a good parking spot, say a prayer that I'll make it. All right. That's things that you should be doing in this thing, man. Always praying, watching, that you able to escape, that you able to escape the death and destruction that's coming upon this planet, man. All right. So surely oppression making the wise man mad. A lot of us, you wise in this thing, you able to see that our people's in the destroyed state, mentally and physically. And the gift destroyed the heart. So our people that's rich in this thing, all right, they ain't thinking about their people. All right, they only thinking about themselves. All right, trying to make it up in this thing. All right. We don't need these riches of this world, man. I think about it, the Lord's using us. A lot of us didn't even go to college to learn this Bible, man. And we don't have to, man. Why? Because they giving you that doctrine of devils, man. They ain't giving you the doctrine of life. All right? When you go to them seminary schools. Let me get that, 1 second. What was that scripture? 1 Corinthians 1:27. Let me get that. It's 1 Corinthians 1:27. All right. But God hath chosen the foolish things of this world to confound the wise. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing, man. All right. Here you are. You come into this truth. All right. You ain't go to seminary school. All right. And you know this Bible just about back and forth, man. Able to quote these scriptures like it ain't no tomorrow. All right. We would be considered to this world base men because we didn't go to college for this thing, man. All right, so it's a beautiful thing that the Lord chose you because he saw that you were wise and that you would keep his commandments and that you would come out here and preach his word. All right, that's a beautiful thing. Like I said, he chose you. All right, you look foolish upon this world. But at the end of the day, they're going to find out the hard way that they're actually the foolish, man. All right, and God have chosen the weak things of this world to confound the things which are mighty. All right, so we as a destroyed nation, all right, we would be considered weak in the eyes of these other nations, man. But we rising up, and the Lord chose us, man. The Lord chose us, and it's a beautiful thing. Like I said, this is the greatest job that you can ever have in your world, in your life, man. The greatest job. All right, because because these other nations and the Edomites, the 2/3 of our people, all right, they're gonna find out the hard way that the men of the Lord that went out here and preached his word, all right, and preached his word were actually right. All right. and you of the elect, man. Lord's will, you of the elect. And you're gonna have that higher power seat in the kingdom of heaven. All right. Let me see. Let me get also 1 Corinthians 4:9. I think it's 4:9. All right, so this is 1 Corinthians 4:9. For I thank God have sent forth us, the apostle last, which were appointed to death. For we are made a spectacle upon the world, and to the angels, and to man. So you in this thing, excuse me, you in this thing, all right, you made as a spectacle, all right. The angels was looking down, watching, all right, Yahweh was watching, the angels are actually Yahweh Bashim Yahshua's eyes, going across the whole world watching, all right. Angels watching the men that come past here, all right, to watch you teach, all right, to hear this word, you like a spectacle, all right. They like, wow, man, you out here preaching this word in boldness. I mean, it's crazy, When I was first coming into this truth, hearing the brothers out here that's preaching this word, I was just like, wow, man, I ain't never seen the Bible. I ain't never seen the Bible preached like that, and this is just crazy, man. And it's like, man, that's just how I knew this was true, man. Because you don't see no pastors, anybody else out here coming out here with precept upon precept, not preaching upon their own mouth, man. Let me get that in Isaiah. Let me see, Isaiah. All right, this is Isaiah 8:20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, is because there is no light in them. So that's how I understood, man. You know, the brothers out there that was doing this, all right, they was coming out of the Bible, man. Precept upon precept, line upon line, man. And when you go to church, you know, the pastor might bring out 1 or 2 scriptures, and that's it. And that's it, man. All right, and that's how you know they ain't got no light in them, man. They ain't got no fire for them. They just doing it for the money. All right, they doing it for their pockets to be filled. And we know that riches profit not in the day of wrath. Let me get that in Proverbs 11:4. So this is Proverbs 11:4. You know, I like to bring this out a lot too, which is profit not in the day of wrath. All right, so those pastors or preachers, these rich people, are famous entertainers of this world. All right, they're gonna find out the hard way that Yahweh Shemi Outside's got their number, and when he calls them, they're gonna be destroyed. All right. What else does it say? But righteousness delivereth from death. Are you righteous in this thing, man? You keeping the commandments to the best of your ability. What does it say in Sirach 19:19? All right, the commandments is life. You keep them, you know, paraphrasing, you keep them, you're going to get that immortality, man. All right? So you righteous, all right, the Lord is going to see your works. He's going to give you that reward, and Lord willing, he get you up out of this thing, man, and you won't have to taste the second death. All right? You won't have to taste the second death. Let me get them about them pastors. Let's get Jeremiah 23. See where Jeremiah 23 at. Salakia. All right, so this is Jeremiah 23:1. Woe unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pastor, saith Yahweh. All right, it's woe unto you. Because what? You preaching the precepts of men. All right, I believe that's Isaiah 20:29. Preaching the precepts of men. You don't understand this word. All right, you coming out of your own mouth. You ain't telling your people that they the Israelites. Woe unto you. That woe is destruction. So you got destruction coming to pass to you, man. All right. Because our people's hearing you coming to your churches, but they ain't learning a damn thing, man. They ain't learning a damn thing in them churches, man. Here it is. I've been in the truth for about a year, a little over a year or so. All right. And I've been in the church for about, 22 years, something like that. Something like that. Maybe 18, something like that, on and off. And I ain't learned a damn thing, all right? I used to read the Bible. All right, I loved the Bible as I was a child, read it. I understood some things, but I didn't understand everything. And it wasn't until I came into the truth, that's when I actually understood the Bible, and to come out here and preach with boldness, man. All right? Verse 2, therefore thus saith Yahweh thy power of Israel, because he's Israel, he's the God of Israel and none else. Salakia, the God of Israel and none else. All right, he hasn't dealt so with any other nation. All right, against the pastors that feed my people, ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evils of your doing, say Yahweh. All right, so Yahweh Shemi outside, he's about that balance, man. You got the prophets, the real prophets and apostles on his right hand, and you got the these fake pastors, Edomites, you know, on the left hand side to be destroyed. All right, to come out here and preach the word, you know, deceitfully, and you got the prophets out here that's preaching the word in truth and sincerity. All right, that's balance. You got the good, all right, you got the good and you got the evil. All right, and both forces are going to collide. All right, and the righteous is going to prevail at the end. All right, and Lord willing, you of that righteous seed, and you endure to the end, and you get that reward, man. So that's what we in this thing for, man. You know, it's not that hard to come out here. It's really not that hard to come out here Get your camera stand, get your camera or your other phone, and come out here and preach His word, all right? And compel Israel to come to the marriage, all right? And teach them that they're Israelites. But you know, you got brothers in this thing that's taking for granted this truth, man. Here you are, you doing half the truth. You know, what is half the truth, all right? You get into this thing, you learn the truth, say you called to preach this truth, but you just indoors preaching this truth, man. You're not out here where the people can come out here and talk to you, all right? Come out here, talk to you, ask you questions. You just behind closed doors, man. The Lord said, come out here and preach this word, man. All right, the real men of the Lord is out there on these streets preaching His word, and not inside a pulpit or a building. All right, Lord's will, you know, throughout the week, if you ain't out here preaching the word, yeah, you behind closed doors or in your car, you know, making a lesson or whatever. But at the end of the day, you know, when camp comes, all right, you're supposed to come out here and preach His word, and that's what these pastors and preachers ain't doing. That's what these Israelites that know the truth, that ain't doing it, all right? The Lord got your number, man. And He might call it and you might be destroyed, all right? Let me see. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, that power of Israel against the pastors that feed my people, ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evils of your doing, saying Yahweh, and I will gather the remnant of my flock. So He ain't dealing with everybody, man. He's gathering up that remnant that's able to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right. He's gathering up that remnant out of all countries. You see, we understand that our people scattered abroad. You know, the elect scattered abroad. He's going to gather them up, whether I have driven them, and I will bring them again to their folds, and they shall be fruitful and increase. All right. So we being fruitful and increasing this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And also when we get into the kingdom, man. All right. Also when we get into the kingdom, we're going to be fruitful and increase. We're going to have that infinite knowledge and wisdom. And we're going to have children upon children. So it's going to be beautiful, man. And I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them. So you got the apostles, the elders, all right? Men on down. Like I said, I'm a baby in this thing, but you know, the Lord is using me. Lord willing, He's using me in the right way. You know, I gotta say that. All right, to come out here and feed the sheep. That's what you called it to do, man. And they shall fear no more. So you ain't supposed to be out here fearing, man. You know, that's what I think these brothers out here is doing, man. They fearing for their lives, man. But if you believe in Yahweh Shem outside, you have faith. All right, you know, 2 Timothy 1:7 is not to have the spirit of fear, but peace and a sound mind. All right, paraphrasing. All right, we understand that Yahweh Shem outside, at the end of the day, he got our back, man. He got our back. All right. Let's see. Fear no more, nor be dismayed, neither shall they be lacking, saith Yahweh. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will rise unto David a righteous branch. So He's raising up His righteous branch, His elect, the 140, starting with the 144,000 and the elect on down, man. The 144,000 and the elect. Yeah, 144,000 and then the elect, you know, that great number that's scattered across the whole earth. 144,000 scattered too. But we all know that the elect and the 144,000 is of Israel, but the 144,000 is only men. All right. Let me get this real quick. Anyways, like I say, He's raising up that righteous branch, Salakia. He's raising up that righteous branch, starting with the 144,000. That's coming out here preaching His word, the truth and sincerity, boldness, all right, and bidding our people to come into righteousness, all right. And the king shall reign and prosper, all right. David is going to be back in his power seat, all right, and Yahweh Shah is going to be over him too, and he's going to be in his power seat ruling, all right, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. So Lord is willing, you out here preaching this word, you endure to the end, all right, you get that crown of glory, you go and execute judgment upon this earth, man. All right. Verse 6, in his days Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely, and this is his name whereby he shall be called the Lord our righteousness. All right. Verse 7, therefore, behold, the days come, save Yahweh, that they shall no more say, the Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, but the Lord liveth, which brought up, Salakia, which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country, because the mass of us, the mass of the elect is going to come out of here, Babylon the Great. All right. Although we scattered abroad, but you see most of the camps are over here in Babylon the Great, preaching this word in truth and sincerity. All right. That's going to be led out of here, out of the north country. And from all the countries wherein I have driven them, all right. So the elect is going to be gathered up from all the other countries, and they shall dwell in their own land. All right, so we're gonna dwell in our own land. All right, it's gonna be beautiful when that day happens, man. All right, let me get some more. Get Revelation 2:26. This is Revelation 2:26. And he that overcometh, all right, because nobody saves. Let me get that Matthew 13:10 before I get that not 13:10, 24:13, Salakia. All right, so this is Matthew 24:13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So you gotta endure to the end in this thing, man, and you're gonna be saved up out of here, man. All right. Before I get 26, 2:26, let's also get Luke 21:36. Where is that? This is Luke 21:36. All right. Watch ye therefore. All right. You're supposed to always be watching. All right. Blessed is the servant that is found watching. All right. Watch ye therefore, pray always. You're supposed to be always praying. You're supposed to be always watching. All right. That ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and stand before the Son of the Man. All right. So that's beautiful, man. Like I said, this is the greatest job that you can ever have in your life, because you understand that everywhere around here is going to be destroyed, man. Everywhere around here, man, is going to be destroyed. People's going to be crazy. All right. And it's not going to catch you off guard too much. All right. You're going to be expecting this. And you coming out here preaching this word in boldness. All right. Preaching this word in boldness. and leading our people into righteousness. All right. Hopefully you get that crown of glory. You know, Lord's will, you get that crown of glory. All right. So always praying. Always praying. I'm talking to myself. Pray more. Watch more. You know, it's